playoffs when we get back to the Boston Garden. Well, they've been cheering here at the Garden for about the last 30 seconds of the national anthem, so obviously the sellout crowd is ready. We will find out how ready both the Atlanta Hawks and Boston Celtics are in just a couple minutes. We'll be meeting the starting lineups. No surprises expected on either side. No real changes to any injury problems. The same nagging injuries to Dennis Johnson and a few of the other Celtics.
Here are the starting lineups. First for the visiting.
Apparently not going to be a factor at all in this playoff series.
At guard,
that's pretty important because he was one of the few offensive people coming off the bench for the Celtics. And without him coming off the bench, they've kind of had a real no end to the entry by the bench. They haven't really performed. They've gone into a tailspin every time the bench has come into the game offensively.
Except for that showing by Reggie Lewis the other night.
Yeah, and he may really see some action in this thing. It shouldn't hurt, as they say. And but the key to me still is defense. And it seems that the Celtics are so concerned with this man, keying everything on trying to stop him and forgetting all the rest of them. That's an insult to the other Atlanta players. They got to go out, play the other 4 Atlanta Hawk players, and help on Dominique, not the other way around.
Mike Fratello, Brendan Suhr, and the rest of the Hawk coaching staff. Don Chaney over there, of course, on the sidelines. Now the Celtics will be introduced.
Just the fear of a 2-2 series has really got this crowd into it, and that's what I think the Celtics are going to need. But I think the Hawks coming into this game with a lot more confidence than they did last week.
At guard from Pepperdine is 6'4", number 3, Dennis Johnson. The other guard is from Brigham Young, is 6'5", number 44, Danny Ainge.
Danny Ainge has been outside, and he's been trying to help on the penetration moves and been giving up the outside shot to the point guard. I think you may see his defense a little bit different tonight.
Kevin McHale. Forward from Indiana State, 6'9", and number 33, Larry Bird.
I think Larry Bird is going to have to do a job in the rebounding department.
Lacert.
Casey Jones, Jimmy Rogers, Chris Ford, Ed Lacert all over there on the Boston bench. We are just about set to go. They're the officials for tonight's game. Ed Rush, Jess Kersey will be on the floor. Tommy Nunez will be the alternate.
It's very, very important for Boston to play to their strength offensively. Get the ball inside, attack them. And what the Hawks have been doing defensively to the Celtics is helping out, double teaming, trying to get the Celtics to kick it back out. And they've made Dennis Johnson the designated prove-it-to-me player. They're sticking with Danny Ainge to take away his 3-point shots. So Dennis Johnson's going to have a pretty good offensive game if Atlanta sticks with that defensive scheme.
Are you ready?
Go.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Boston Celtics and is intended solely for the private non-commercial use of our audience. Any publication, reproduction, retransmission, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express written consent of the Boston Celtics and Sports Channel is prohibited. Announcers on this broadcast selected by Sports Channel, approved by the Celtics. All right, Game 5.
One thing to look forward to tonight is how many times the Atlanta Hawks penetrate into the Celtics defense.
Doc Rivers with the tap. Robert Parrish goes down hard, but we are underway, and the Hawks are going to have a chance to draw first blood. Danny Ainge is going to pick up Doc Rivers defensively. Parrish is on Willis. He switches out on Rivers. Whitman in the corner with DJ on him. Rivers, the penetration, left-handed for 2.
Well, there's the penetration into the point against Robert Parrish. He kind of let him go, angled him off, forced him to take a very difficult shot, but it looks like Rivers has got his head into the game already.
Bird pops out. Dominique there with him. Exchange with DJ. Danny's got a shot. He takes it, hits it.
Now that's That's not a bad idea to get Danny Ainge involved in some set offense to get his confidence back shooting-wise. He has not been taking that many shots.
Dominique fires on the other end, too hard off the glass. Ainge's rebound. Boston looks to run. DJ's open. Danny finds him, takes the pull-up. Bird, the offensive board sent back at him, tracked down by Wilkins. Bullet pass picked off DJ. Bad pass by Wilkins. Dennis off to Larry. Bouncer Danny. He'll take it. He got it.
Very, very good shot selection that time by the Celtics. The up quick, it wasn't there for a layup. They hit Danny in the corner nicely.
Boston by a deuce. Parrish again the switch on Rivers. Willis pushing Dennis Johnson down low. Doc misses outside. Rebound Bird. Ainge the quick push. Looking for Parrish down the floor. Now the Celtics will reset. 14 on the shot clock. 10 minutes to go first. Boston by a deuce. Bird cutting through.
They didn't make a true switch off to Larry Bird. Willis just tried to bother him a little bit, but Bird just got the shot right over Willis's hand.
Backdoor Rollins, an easy two.
The automatic switches now practically on every pick.
Dominique tips the ball out of bounds. It'll be Boston ball.
And Atlanta is getting prepared on every defensive switch that the Celtics make to get it to the guy who set the pick. So they better have their heads into the defense.
DJ around Rivers. Won't go down for him. Got it back underneath. Blocked by Rollins. Loose ball. Willis doesn't save it. Stepped on the line.
Tree Rollins has already made his presence felt. He's played very effectively for a non-shooting center for this Atlanta Park Ball Club in this series.
Double figures in rebounds on Monday night. Bird cuts through. Backside. Yes! And a foul.
Bird makes a good cut, and now Tree Rollins has to adjust. Good up fake that time, and takes it to the reverse side of the basket, and a foul by Rollins. Now, he's a guy that the Celtics would like to get in foul trouble quickly, and so far he's on 3 attempts at blocking shots. He's blocked 2 and picked up a foul on the 3rd. But they got to keep making him face the ball. Robert Parrish scored easily over him in the prior game.
Boston by 4. Rivers finds Willis down low. Blocked by Parrish. Knocked out of bounds. Atlanta ball.
Kevin Willis with his short arms not able to power it in over Robert Parrish in close.
Rivers takes a pull-up. Hits it and draws a foul.
He has been the most consistent shooting player for the Hawks in this series. And here's the move. Danny Ainge stays with him, but Rivers, with the good leaping ability, got right up over the top of Danny Ainge that time. Now you really have to back off him a little bit. Don't let him penetrate, but you got to get on his shooting hand. Here's the press.
McHale breaks through. Celtics by 1. Kevin taking it all the way. A fall away. Picked off by Willis. Hawks have a chance for a lead here.
4 on 3.
Inside, Willis along with the jumper. Rebound Parrish. DJ can't go baseline as Rivers got there first. Dennis now trying to back him in. Wants to go. Does. Hits! Oh, just went through Doc Rivers on that one.
I'm going to score my way. That's what that shot was all about. You're going to make me take the shots you want? No way. I'm taking the shots I want.
They clear aside for Dominique. Kicks it off Rivers. He'll penetrate. DJ the reach in, and Parrish the loose ball. Break to Danny. Cut to Bird. Over at McHale. Wasn't ready for the pass. Kevin stopped.
Yes, he did. He thought Bird was going to take the shot. That's not like Kevin McHale. The pass would have been right on the money if he'd kept going. A those are the kind of timing problems the Celtics have been having with their passing.
Whitman pops out, fakes the shot, gets a little closer, misses. Another rebound, Bird. Larry, who's been taking a beating around the facial area. You'll see him next time at the free throw line with the cuts on the forehead and around the eye. Comes out for the ball, tries to roll it inside. It's picked off, and Larry seems very red around the left eye right now, and that's a walk on Doc Rivers.
I tell you, the last trip when Bird went to take that shot, Dominique did a great job of, after getting picked off, destroying the rhythm of Bird's shot. That's why the turnover happened. You know, Dominique has played much better defense game by game against Bird.
Larry popping out, front rims it. McHale an offensive board, squeezes it up, blocked by Rollins, out of bounds. No goaltend.
That was so close. Good fake. Nope.
Well,
on the way up it was. Yes, it was, but it was close.
DJ looks to penetrate. That's a foul, Doc Rivers.
Well, DJ is turning down the outside shot. He up faked Rivers that time. He wants Rivers to have to play him going to the basket. And so far it's working. So he's taking the shots he wants to take instead of being the prove-it-to-me player that the Hawks would like him to be out on the perimeter.
The numbers for DJ so far in the playoffs, up about 3 points over his regular season scoring average. He's at the line for a couple, makes the first. Boston by 4.
I mentioned before that the Hawks defensive scheme is to double anything down low, to try and take the ball out of the hands of Parrish, Bird, or McHale. And then they're also sticking with Danny Ainge on the perimeter, and the open man has really been Dennis Johnson most of the time, and he's really under the gun to score against this defense.
Celtics by 5, 7:10 to go here first half. Make it first quarter. Dominique again, they cleared aside. Finger roll won't go. Loose ball back to Whitman. He just fires it and hits it.
One thing the Celtics don't want to happen is Dominique spinning to the hoop. That's when he's the most difficult.
Double team by Rivers. DJ hits again.
Just about a foot past the foul line. That's a very decent jump shot. But they are prepared to say, Dennis, you beat us. You score well tonight. You win the game. So their defense exactly the same in all 4 ball games.
Dominique swings the hook. Another rebound for Parrish. Outlet, Danny Ainge. Boston by 5. Ainge misses a 3. Dominique clears. Skips out of the pack himself. Bounce pass. Rivers, he lost it.
Well, there are 2 fast break opportunities that Atlanta has fumbled away.
Celtics call a timeout halfway through the first quarter. Boston by 5. Go in the first. Celtics by 5.
Going to see now the Celtics prepared to switch on every pick down against the little man, and Dennis Johnson just gets burned, didn't switch off and take Tree Rollins. So the Hawks prepared to be looking for that pick man all the time now. And Robert Parrish is mainly involved in all that, where he's jumping out and picking up little guys, and it's leaving one of the Celtic little guys to guard one of the Hawk big guys.
Robert Parrish and Larry Bird teaming up for that advantage. Boston has on the boards early, 8-3. No changes for the Hawks, none for Boston. Chief hands it to Danny, and the Celtics are ready to set their offense. Bird pops to the corner, looks inside. McHale, double team Rivers. DJ open, he'll take it.
There it is. They stick with Danny Ainge like glue, and Dennis Johnson wide open on the weak side of the court. Good look by Kevin McHale.
DJ with 8 of the 16. Willis drops in 2.
That was an excellent pass over the top of Parrish.
Kevin, nice move around. Willis finds Parrish, got Rollins up, and got a layup.
Hawks are vulnerable to penetration, but none of the Celtics really good at penetrating.
Willis couldn't get anywhere with Parrish. Dominique fires outside, goes after it. Whoa!
Well, Kevin McHale made the classic mistake. The Celtics, if they've got a big man out on the defense, on the top, say take off, and as soon as Wilkins missed the shot, he knew it and went right for the offensive rebound.
Did he know it?
Sure he knew it, because that's in the scouting report. They're not going to play you if you shoot outside. They're taking off.
DJ again has it. This time Rollins clears off the miss. 18-13. Rivers stepped out of bounds.
And Atlanta is starting to make those little mistakes like the Celtics were making down there in the Southland.
Well, Tom, is that what the home court's all about? I mean, the Hawks don't play here with the same aggressiveness, with the same flair. I mean, they're on their toes the whole time they were in Atlanta. They're on their heels already in this game.
That's part of it. It's the confidence that the home court gives you, the crowd, the emotion that they help pump into you. Right now, the Celtics appear to be darn good and mad at the 2 losses down there.
Parrish turns. Rivers the double. Robert anyway. In and out. 4 minutes to go here, first quarter. Boston by 5.
But the double made him turn away from the basket.
Rollins misses the hook. Had Dennis Johnson to post up. Outlet to Bird. Bounce past Danny. Larry fakes the 3. Finds Parrish.
Bird did so much faking, nobody knew where anyone in the Celtics was. And Parrish just steamed in all by himself. What a play.
Spud is off the bench looking to come in. Whitman trying to free himself baseline. Bird picks him up in a switch. Now Rollins and DJ have a few words.
I'll tell you, Rollins just stuck his shoulder right in Dennis Johnson's face on the pick.
And Dennis was ready to give Willis a piece, too.
Watch this elbow to right of your screen. You see it happening already. If you'd run it back a little bit, you would have seen what caused it. And, of course, Tree Rollins says to Dennis Johnson, come on, I want a piece of you.
Foul is on Dennis Johnson.
Oh, that's ridiculous. That was ridiculous.
3:12 to go in what has been everything it was cracked up to be as Dominique goes for 2 more.
Kevin McHale, who normally defends Dominique Wilkins right now, is just getting beat flat out with Dominique's speed. Kevin isn't moving his feet enough.
Webb is up on it. Danny Ainge, who looks to take him in, goes by him. Back rims it, goes and gets it, and it's going to be Boston ball. It went off Rollins. We've got a timeout. 2:52 to go here. First quarter. Boston by 5. Catch this little number by Dominique.
You're going to see McHale right now just go up and try and bother him, and then don't really go to block out Dominique. He's such an aggressive player. You've got to either put a body on him or take off up the court so that on the inbounds on the made, you get a layup and you make him think twice about going to the offensive glass. McHale did neither.
Stuck in no man's land.
Yep. Never, never land, Red Auerbach used to call. Never this, never that.
Never this, never that. It'll never make me happy if you're there, right?
You never block out, or you never do this. You'll never score a basket off that. Do one or the other.
Leak out. Parrish a screen. Bird a runner. In and out. McHale tips it. Keeps it alive. Parrish!
Parrish could have a field day because Tree Rollins is going to every single little bit of penetration that the Celtics make. All Robert has to do is just head for the glass. He's going to get offensive rebounds.
7-point lead. Celtics blocked by Parrish. Rollins kicks it off. Rivers gives it up. Nobody wants to shoot it except for this guy. Illegal defense call.
It was over half court. Jeez. They give him the basket. What happened?
They gave him the basket. They waved off the call and gave him the basket.
They blew the whistle, and he shot the ball after the basket, after the whistle, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Oh, what is that?
You would have lost your sport coat on that one. Bird missing outside. McHale, the offensive board. Danny looking right over Webb, finds DJ. Bird wants it. Larry still not shooting it well, and Willis cleared. Outlet to half court. Doc Rivers. Ainge, a nice job denying Webb the ball on the initial pass. Dominique. And a reach-in's called on McHale.
Now, McHale is trying to really play super defense against him. And when Dominique is in the low post, you can't let Dominique feel him, because the closer you get to Dominique, the easier it is for him to spin off you and use the quickness. You got to give him about a foot and then try and time the shot and go up with him. There we go. Just
Dominique again.
That's the way to play him.
Rollins the foul.
And the Celtics right now are prepared to pick up on the weak side of the court all the big guys that have been steaming in for offensive rebounds without anybody blocking them out. Bird did a great job that time of keeping Tree off the glass.
Tree sits down with 2, and Scott Hastings comes in. And Jess Kersey now telling Mike Fratello to stop playing defense on Danny Ainge on the inbounds pass. Spud avoided a Tree there in the form of Robert Parrish. Danny wants to back him in. Outside Dennis. Inside McHale. Kick it back. Kick ball. Doc Rivers got a foot on it. Doc says it was my hand, but it'll be Boston ball. They'll get a fresh 24. 1:08 to go first quarter, 22-17. Kevin takes a tough shot. And a foul is called against Boston.
And Bird was hanging around for the offensive rebound, and 3 guys put a block on him, and he just tried to claw his way to that ball.
Celtics over the limit, and Dominique will be at the line. Mike Fratello applauding the call.
Dominique Wilkins at the line of the Hawks has 2 shots.
Now, this man is such a great athlete that he's got a speed advantage and a leaping advantage. He plays much bigger than his actual size. And Bird, McHale, over the years have been able to back off him and take away that speed advantage, but he's got to move his feet. Once Dominique puts the ball on the floor, he's got to try and stay with him.
Dominique now the leading Hawks scorer with 8. Parrish breaks the pressure. Trying to get around Hastings. Knocked out of bounds, and they say it's Atlanta ball.
Well, that's what happens when you're forced to have your big man bring the ball up against the press.
Willis for 2.
And Robert Parrish fell asleep that time.
Hawks back to within 1. Bird in the corner. Watches Webb go by. DJ, good fake. Knocked away, picked off by Willis. Willis wants to go all the way, and does. Hawks with a lead, 23-22. The Celtics look for the final shot of the quarter.
As soon as Spud came in the game and they up-tempoed the defense, the Celtics got out of their rhythm.
Danny a fall away. Hits it! Rivers. Shot was a little late. Boston by 1. So the Hawks have had their best first quarter yet in Boston. They trail by only 1. Celtics after 1. Mike Gorman along with Tom Hine. Basketball team trials, a Sports Channel exclusive. The numbers for the first quarter. Boston 46%. The Hawks first time over 50 in a quarter.
And Casey Jones right now staying with his first 5. Celtics did not have enough of a cushion. Casey feels comfortable inserting the bench into the lineup right now.
Hawks outscored Boston 8-4 after Spud Webb came in the game. Parrish misses a turnaround. Hastings clears. Up quickly to Wilkins. high. Hastings just runs to the corner trying to drag Bird out. Dominique starts to the basket. Whoa. He puts up some interesting looking shots, I'll tell you. Here comes DJ.
And Kevin McHale that time just showed him a little bit something different. And as the man they should be attacking, but McHale has scored no points because he is getting the ball away from the double team, and he's setting up the outside game for Ainge and DJ to score.
Danny has responded with 8. DJ has 8. They lead Boston.
McHale is doing his job, except he's not making any moves before the double develops.
Willis hits a fall away. Willis and Wilkins have 8 apiece for the Hawks. It's going to be a bump on Spud Webb.
It's a crucial point of the ball game because Atlanta is making its normal substitution pattern, and the Celtics right now may be forced to play their bench at a more crucial time.
Bird waits for the double, skips it across to Danny. Larry lost it. Danny rather lost it, but McHale found it. So Kevin McHale gets his first 2 with 10:21 to go in the half, and the Celtics lead by 3.
And his offense is coming by accident right now because he's doing what the defense dictates. There is a penetration move so easily into the defense that time around Dennis Johnson.
Fred Roberts will be first off the Boston bench. He's at the scorer's table. Ainge is trying to post up Webb, left side of the screen. He and Webb are batting each other. In it goes to Danny. He's triple teamed and fouled by Webb.
Well, that's one way to really cause problems for Spud Webb, is attack him. There's 2 ways to do it. One is by posting him up in the low post, which Danny Ainge just did, or by having Danny Ainge be on the baseline and have the big guys set picks on Spud so that they end up defending an even bigger player.
There it goes to Danny again. He's doubled. He fires. Roberts is there. Good fake, and he drew a foul.
What I'm seeing on the Celtics and their double teams is that they're not doing something quick enough. They're waiting for the double team to develop, and by that time the rotation has already taken place and their options become limited. They either make the move quick or make the pass quicker. Either take the shot quicker out of the double team or make the pass faster before the double team actually gets there. They are not making the Atlanta Hawks defense guess in those double team situations.
Fred with the first 2 points for the Boston bench. They lead by 5. 9:43 to go in the second. Webb, Hastings, Battle, Willis, and Livingston. And Atlanta takes a timeout. 9:39 to go in the half. Boston by 5. 1.5 minutes to go in the first half.
Here's been one of the problems in the entire series. A little foot fake, and there goes Rivers into the penetration. 4 white jerseys around him. Still gets the shot off. They do come up with the rebound, but much too easily into the Celtics defense around Dennis Johnson. They've got to try and contain the man and angle him off, which that was no kind of angle off move by Dennis Johnson. Now Danny Ainge has got a tough assignment trying to do that with Spud Webb, and guess who's coming into the ball game?
That's right. Reggie Lewis, fine performance the other night. A great performance the other night. And Reggie will come off the bench for Danny Ainge.
Well, there's no question that if they work to him, he'll get a shot off. Dennis Johnson remains in the ball game. This might be the perfect player to put on Spud Webb because Reggie is used to posting up in that box area.
Reggie has got Webb defensively. John Battle thinks about the shot. Livingston moves on McHale. Good double by Reggie, but Webb was open. Doesn't make him pay. Rebound Parrish.
Boy, and Reggie had the quickness to get back and bother Spud Webb on that jump shot. Good defense by Reggie Lewis.
Battle is going to cover Reggie Lewis, and Dennis Johnson gets Spud Webb. Reggie pops out, fakes the shot, kicks it back out. DJ inside. Parrish wants it, misses. Lewis the follow up, and he drew a foul.
could be the spark that the Celtics need right now. A guard on the offensive glass, and he goes right inside on Battle, who was trying to play a pick, and Reggie Ori had the good inside position. Look at that leaping ability, and almost got it off over the top of a forward.
Reggie comes off the bench and scores in the first 25 seconds. Mark Akers will now come in for Boston. Kevin McHale will sit down. So the Celtics have Akers and Roberts at the forwards, Lewis and Johnson at the guards, Parrish in the middle. Good look at Reggie.
To get that rebound, that's two good things he did. The first good thing he did was play defense that time against Spud Webb, something that the Celtic guards were not able to do in the 2 games down in Atlanta, is double and then get back out and bother Spud Webb.
Reggie 1 of 2, Boston by 6, 8:50 to go in the half. Battle comes to the ball. Battle penetrates, lost at Hastings' right place. Webb fakes the shot, now takes the shot. Battle an offensive board. And a foul before the shot.
Again, a penetration move by Battle. Gets right into the paint. All the big guys of the Celtics have to move to the penetration, and that opens up an awful lot of rebound opportunities or easy layup from passes. Got to stop the penetration by the guards.
Celtics right now with a 3-0 scoring advantage over the Atlanta bench. And Antoine Carr changes that story quickly. He rolls in the hook shot, 31-27. Webb again on DJ. Carr has got Akers. Wilkins has Roberts. Bird will be back in next whistle. Reggie inside. Parrish. Little fake. In traffic. Tries to squeeze it up, and a jump ball is called.
Robert Parrish on Hastings ought to go right up with the ball on the catch. Hastings can't even get near the ball.
Another game going on. The Pistons, a 4-point lead over Chicago, second quarter at the Silverdome. Same spread here, 31-27. Parrish easily controls to Lewis. Roberts open, takes it in, rolls it back. Parrish up, no, but a foul's going on Hastings.
You know, sometimes you get in such a rut where every time you get the ball, you fake before you shoot, and it becomes a habit. And boy, those habits are difficult to break. I can remember one year for playing against the Lakers against Rudy LaRusso. I got in the habit of bouncing the ball before I took a shot all the time, and he just played me for it. And Frank Ramsey is the one that brought it to my attention. And after that, Rudy couldn't play the dribble anymore.
You ate him for lunch after that.
Right? After that.
Reggie and Webb. Spud. Blocked foul. Lewis.
Reggie made the classic mistake by the flute player as look at him just taunting him with the ball, and as Reggie takes a swipe at it, and on that, there goes Spud by you. Don't get tempted to try and steal the ball against a dribbler who knows how to dribble really well.
Spud hits the first. That's his first point of the night. He's averaging a dozen in the series against Boston.
Yeah, the old snake charmer with the flute. You know, he gets that snake mesmerized, the cobra.
A little scrum there, and a jump ball is called. Hastings, Webb, and DJ all go down.
Foul
and now Hastings. A foul is called on Hastings.
They're very aggressive on these traps. They're jumping at guys. There's Hastings coming over, and there's the foul. What is he complaining about?
Well, he did complain.
What that is a jump switch defense. They'll send you down the sideline and spin you, and they have a man coming to try and pick the ball off on the spin move, and Dennis Johnson just luckily got away with it because the man coming over was a 6'10" guy.
9th point for DJ. Boston by 5.
Walt Frazier used to do that type of play for the Knicks all the time. That's the easy part, making the steal. The hard part is making the guy spin with the ball.
DJ first in double figures with 10. Boston scoring coming from some different places in this game. Bird and McHale have combined for a total of 6 points, yet the Celtics lead by 6. Webb takes the pull-up, short with it. Rebound Bird.
Now that time Reggie did not go for the ball. He stayed down as low as he could. He never got beat and was able to get back and give him trouble on a jumper.
Hastings knocked it away. Reggie retrieved it. Inside Akers. Turns. Walked with it. Willis and Rivers come back in for the Hawks.
Well, so far this bench aggregation isn't doing too badly. They're holding their own.
They sure are. Rivers in battle now, the guards. Wilkins, Carr, and Willis up front. Reggie Lewis is going to pick up Doc Rivers now with Webb gone. DJ on Battle. Wilkins wants the ball. Battle will shoot the ball instead. Rebound Bird. Nice position by Larry. Kicks it off to Dennis. Bird comes nearly to half court to get it. Finds Lewis. Celtics 5 on the shot clock. Dennis Johnson misses. Rebound. Strong one underneath by Battle. He comes out of the pack himself. Wilkins blocked by Reggie Lewis. Yeah.
Now Reggie really gave it the full hustle job. Right up the court. They had a 3-on-1 until he got back into the play. Look at this. Bird was trying to defend them all, but here comes Reggie with that hustle. That was a good stop by Bird not to allow Wilkins to take the layup.
Danny Ainge back in. DJ out. Wilkins misses a hook. Comes over Bird for the rebound and stepped on the line. Boy, that was Larry's rebound all the way, and Dominique just kind of came from the balcony to get it.
Well, the first thing you got to do if you're going to rebound is put somebody on your back. You just don't run for the ball, because Dominique is going to outleap anybody if you don't block him out.
Lewis moves on Whitman. Left-handed runner. Won't go down. Carr the rebound. Wilkins will fire. Short with it. Lewis, the board. Goes by Dominique. In the middle on the break. Finds McHale. Kevin, nowhere to go. Finds Ainge for three. Knocked down by Carr. No call. Whitman the other way. Cross court Dominique. Too hard off the glass. Lewis another rebound. Boston 3-on-3. Danny. Underneath Akers.
The speed of Akers just getting up the court, and the patience by Ainge made that happen.
22nd timeout, Atlanta. Nice job, Reg.
You bet.
And Celtic fans, this break in the action's as good a time as any for you to break open an ice cold Budweiser. Enjoy that clean, crisp taste. This Bud, Reggie Lewis, is for you.
Here's Danny Ainge, who has already come up. There's a 4-on-3 developing as Akers got up the court with his speed and just slid in behind the defense. Good look, good hustle, all the way. Wow. Keep going.
I tell you, Tom, I really like what the Celtic coaching staff is doing, and that they're staying with Lewis. He's playing well. We're going to stay right with him.
Why not? Because, you know, he's got the speed back there, and they're showing a different look right now. And I'll tell you, Reggie Lewis can defensively stay with some of these people, perhaps better than Ainge and DJ, at least on a penetration move. He's moving his feet.
Antoine Carr backs Bird in, hits a layup. 37-31, Celts by 6. Hawks came out of that 22nd timeout with a set play that worked.
Normally, the Celtics double anytime Bird gets caught in that low post.
They clear it for Kevin. He goes on Willis. Jump hook is short. Carr a strong rebound.
Boy, Willis just stayed on the baseline side and was hoping for help from the middle and put McHale under pressure on that shot.
Dominique, a runner, goes and gets it out of bounds. kick right over the back of McHale.
Yeah, sooner or later they're going to call one of those things where they're jumping on top of people's backs. I don't know when, but sooner or later.
4:22 to go in the half. 37-31. Bird pops out. Got it! That's the third field goal for Larry. Boston by 8.
And they're trying to isolate Bird down there. There's McHale with the good double.
Wilkins hits off the glass. Dominique Gutzen. Bird comes to help out. Rivers was up pressing on Eames. Akers out there to throw a screen. Bird comes the other way. Lewis is trying to post up Whitman. They go to Reggie, has to come to the ball, finds Danny underneath Akers. Foul, Antoine Carr.
2 counts quicker was a basket and a foul. As Reggie gives it to him, and there's Akers already under, and Carr was out of the picture, and Akers had to wait till he cleared him before he could even take the shot.
I mark at the line for a couple. 3:30 to go in the half. Boston by 7. Make it 6.
You know, just a little time that these guys played in the last ball game helped sharpen that unit up. I was a little bit concerned that they wouldn't be sharp when they got into a ball game, but you could see them out working before the game tonight, playing one-on-one and really trying to get their timing down.
Lewis an offensive rebound. Reggie's gonna shoot it. Rivers comes away with a miss. That's a walk right there. Oh my goodness, what a walk that is. That's a major league walk right there. Whitman misses. Rivers tracks it down. Dominique took about 11 steps in the corner.
He sure did on the double. He took 3 steps away, 3 different pivot foot.
Doc Rivers off the glass.
3 different pivot foot positions he had. Wow.
He really did. I've never seen that before.
Walk away from a double team. That's the way you do it, huh?
Bird. Eyeball to eyeball. Shoots over him.
Tough shot. Wilkins right on his shooting hand.
Rivers falls down. Lewis there stopping the quick push attempted by Doc Rivers. 2:30 now to go in the half. Mike Fratello's practically pushing Dominique Wilkins into the position he wants him in. McHale clears the miss.
Well, Dominique ended up with Bird on him, and Dominique hurt his knee, I think.
Boston ball slapped away from behind. We got a timeout. 2:17 to go in the half. The Celtic lead is 4. To go in the half.
Well, the tempo has been pretty much the way the Celtics want it, but on this shot you'll see Dominique now come up, and it appeared that he landed very gingerly on his ankle, and he started limping up the court. He looks okay now.
It looked like he might have come down on McHale's sneaker. There's a second quarter score from the Silver Dome. Detroit now has extended their lead to 10, 45-35.
Well, Reggie Lewis did his job.
Bird trying to move on Wilkins. Behind the back. Fakes it. Hits it.
Well, nobody jumped at him for a double team, and Wilkins was right with him. As Bird does not have the speed to really get around Dominique. He used to do it with guile and good fakes.
It's going to be a foul on Dennis Johnson as Doc Rivers took him to the bucket.
Foul is number 3, Dennis Johnson, his second personal foul. First in line to win it by the Celtics.
2 on DJ. Doc Rivers, who
That time Dennis Johnson played him pretty effectively, even though he ended up with a foul. He forced him on a bad attack angle and made him take a really tough shot.
would you agree, Tom? I kind of think Doc has been the most consistent Hawk if you look at all 4 games.
He has been, and he's performed a couple of functions for them. particularly on penetration moves in their half-court offense. And he's hit a couple of outside shots, big ones.
Yep.
A three-pointer, the fourth game.
Celtics going to use their 22nd timeout here with 1:45 to go in the half and a 4-point lead. Yeah, Rivers really has been a consistent force for Atlanta. You figure that the Willises of the world are going to be up and down, and Wilkins, by nature of his game, can be up and down.
Well, Doc Rivers, I still don't think is a point guard. I think he's a second guard, an off guard. Really, on a fast break, he doesn't really create things.
It's Phil Pepe. That's Sports Channel's Roundtable Live this Thursday at 8, exclusively on Sports Channel. Minute 40 to go half. DJ. Got it.
Tell you, the passing angle that they're trying to get the ball into McHale is not allowing him to get good position in the low post over the box. He's got to come out to meet the ball, and he's really not in a good position. And half of taking the ball away from him is being bumped out 3 feet further than he normally likes to get the ball.
Antoine Carr, a smooth move to the hoop. He's got 6 here in the second quarter. Celtic lead is 4.
He's their best low post player.
Sure looks at home.
Oh, boy.
Inside, Willis kicked it out of bounds. Boston ball.
And there was McHale trying to maintain a position over the box. And Bird almost threw that ball away. You got to bring the ball down below the foul line in order to create a good passing angle.
Inside, McHale's fall away. Willis is there.
Well, he has no rhythm now because he's only taken about 3 or 4 shots out of the low post. So he's got to get his rhythm. They've got to give him the ball 3 or 4 times.
Doc Rivers now with 11, and the Hawks within 2. 45 seconds to go in the half. 43-41. Bird cutting around, finds Parrish. Got it. A foul on Wilkins.
Wilkins was trying to fight over the top to stay with Bird. And Willis just, I believe, jumped out off to try and contain Bird. And Bird alertly spotted Parrish rolling to the hoop.
First foul on Dominique.
Larry Bird too right now. I try to get Dominique off me a little bit by set picks for somebody. Make Dominique switch onto other people or get them open shots. Wilkins is being a pest on defense.
Parrish has 11, DJ 12. They lead the way for the Celtics, who are up by 5. Hawks will not be able to get the final shot. Shot clock is at 12 right now. Wilkins off to the races. Skips through. Hits off the glass. Goodness, does he know how to play the glass. Celtics now will look for the final shot. DJ takes what they give him.
Right, Parrish is wide open underneath.
Into McHale. 5 on the shot clock. Kevin, good fake. Misses the hook. Parrish won't go. McHale! The Celtic lead at the half will be 5. 48 for Boston. 43 for Atlanta. Back to the Boston Garden, everyone. We're at halftime, and the Celtics have themselves a 48-43 lead in pivotal game number 5. And the Celtics are able to get the ball in tight.
Well, a good move here. Bird just faking several passes, and Parrish just saunters up through the middle as somebody missed their assignment for the Hawks, and Bird picks it up.
And the Celtics, you got to admit, got lucky on occasion right here, too.
Well, here's Ainge going into the defense on penetration, and Hastings comes up with it, puts it behind his head, but forgot that McHale was back there, and look what happened.
Dominique Wilkins had himself, I got him for 12 in the first half, and he plays the glass as well as anybody.
Well, there's McHale backing off him, and then just sent him at least a little bit off the angle, but he challenged him at a certain point, and he should have kept his feet moving. Here's where Willis does a nice job of McHale, playing his shooting hand. It looks like they're playing McHale when he's got his back to the basket on his left shoulder, and when he's facing the basket right on his right side, and they're really giving him some trouble on his shots.
Celtics by 5, second half coming up. the halftime score. Let's take a look at the numbers from the first 24 minutes of action. And the shooting percentages are down, Tom.
Well, one good sign up. Boston did take 45 shots as compared to Atlanta's 39. And that's what it's all about. And they got to the line more. What's the rebounds? They've out-rebounded. They really should be up by more points, but they're not shooting well. And what the reason is that Atlanta is really playing each individual Celtic a lot better, forcing them to weaknesses than they had done in prior ball games.
And you can see the different names up top of the scoring list. Johnson with 12, Parrish with 11, Bird and Ainge tied at 8, and Kevin McHale down there with 4. On the other side, familiar names. Dominique with 12, Rivers with 11, Willis with 8. Celtics will start Bird, Parrish, McHale, Ainge, and DJ. There you see the halftime score from Detroit. The Bulls making a bit of a run. They were down 10 in the first half, now only 5.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea before I mentioned in the first half. Dominique Wilkins is starting to play Bird, knows all the picks that are coming his way after 4 games. For Bird to lose Dominique Wilkins by setting good picks and making Dominique switch on to somebody else.
Danny will take it. Hits the first shot. Boy, Danny's come out shooting better tonight. He's got 10.
Well, they're working for him to get into the offense. The other games, he was a complimentary player to the inside game. They were right in his jersey, so he didn't really have that many shot attempts.
Double on Wilkins. Whitman, who has been quiet, finds Dominique again. Short outside. Ainge took it right away from Willis and then gets tripped and no call.
No call.
Dominique in traffic. And a foul's called on Dennis Johnson.
I'll tell you, when you hit the deck in between 3 opposing players, there's Danny Ainge. All right, it was a clean steal. Clean steal, okay.
All right, Dominique will get a couple. Wilkins, the game's leading scorer. Hawks are within 5.
Here's the press again, and it's been pretty effective. Robert Barra should take it further up the court than he does, because that allows the guards to come back and trap him.
DJ blocked by Rivers and a foul on Rivers, and he doesn't like that call.
You know, one of the techniques everybody's trying to teach these pro players, let the guy get by, wait till he brings the ball back and block it from behind. And I think that's a terrible defense, because you always end up behind the guy. Yeah, behind.
Playing catch up the whole time.
All right, I'll tell you one thing. In the old days, guys couldn't penetrate that easily. Just could not penetrate as easily as the current player allows people to get into the defense. Celtics ready to put a little pressure on, try and take the Hawks out of their rhythm.
Rollins unused to handling the ball out there.
As the clear out for Dominique, a one-on-one.
Takes it in, too hard. Parrish with rebound.
And McHale did a good job that time of just angling him off.
Danny fakes a 3, finds DJ wide open, kicks it back out. Inside Parrish. Got the roll.
Good patience that time by the Celtics. Worked the defense until an opening developed.
Celtic lead is 8.
And an opening inside.
Willis and Parrish battle. They go over the top to Willis. Back to Wilkins. Rivers looking for 3. Rebound Parrish.
You know, I'm seeing that when you go on the road, those outside shots become a little bit more difficult. And it has to do with the background.
McHale, fall away, goes!
They're playing him all baseline. So that fall away move is going to be there.
Hawks one a time. It's up to 10. For the Celtics, it's 10. 55-45, 9:49 in the third.
Here's Kevin McHale, and Tree Rollins playing Kevin McHale will take away the jump hook, and that allows him to swing back and fall away. But even then, Tree Rollins, a much bigger player, was still on him, trying to walk him off the court. But they're taking a jump hook away from Kevin McHale on that low post. And they're even having difficulty feeding him the ball because of the poor passing angle the Celtics are trying to pass the ball to him with.
Do you fight the angle or you just go elsewhere?
Just bring the ball down below the foul line. And that makes them either front them or allows you to get a better passing angle.
Whitman inside. Willis hits the little turnaround.
There's that automatic switch where the little guy is picked off and Dennis Johnson ends up with a big guy as Parrish switches out, making that too easy.
Willis, the third Hawk in double figures. Bird uses the Parrish screen, hits off the pick.
That time Dominique got picked off by a good pick by Robert Parrish. He really spread out.
Larry now with 10. Whitman the quick shot. He makes it.
Up hawking Dennis Johnson, trying to make him extend energy, just bringing the ball up. There is a high pass. Look at Willis get in front.
Block. And the goaltend on Rollins.
A pass had to be right on the money. There was no passing angle, but over the top, and Bird made the perfect pass. But that's a difficult place to try and feed the post.
Rivers, couple of moves, takes the hook, hits it, and draws a foul. Boy, Doc Rivers is just playing solid basketball.
I tell you, he's making some tough shots.
Yeah.
Here's the switch. Danny Ainge gets picked off, and Doc Rivers just elects to go right side on Robert Parrish. Just flat out beat Parrish with speed. They're giving up on that play much too quick. The other way to play it is don't automatic switch on the play. Is slow the man down and then allow the guard to get back and get him. Parrish show himself, cut off the penetration, and then go back and get his own man and let Dennis Johnson fight his way through and get back with Doc Rivers.
Celtics turn it over. Ainge is out defensively on Rivers. There's Wilkins. McHale comes to meet him at the free throw line. Whitman off the screen, misses. McHale's there.
Boy, that was really hustle defense that time by Dennis Johnson. Boy, he bounced off 2 picks.
Knocked away from behind by Doc Rivers. It'll be Boston ball, 17 on the shot clock.
Well, Danny Ainge saw daylight heading to the hoop, but he couldn't get the ball away from Doc. There's that passing angle again.
Over the top again. McHale's there. Got it in the foul. Rollins.
Well, the Celtics made sure that there wouldn't be that much help on the weak side against that lob pass. They pull everybody out past the foul line so the ball can go up over the top. And now Tree has to come all the way down 3 steps, much too late.
All 5 of the Celtics starters now in double figures, and McHale a chance to give the Celtics their biggest lead. They're up by 10, 8:06 to go in the third.
Bird has made 2 great passes over the punting defense of Kevin Willis.
11 for McHale, 7 here in the first 4 minutes of the third quarter.
And the game's tempo has been slowed down.
Parrish to steal.
Poor pass by Dominic Wilkins as Parrish was more than 3-quartering Willis.
Inside it goes to the Chief. He turns, he fires. Rebound off to Wilkins. He starts on the races. He's alone in the break. Didn't see Whitman, who was open. Willis hits.
Wow. I don't know why Dennis doesn't just give it to Danny Ainge and let him bring it up against a much poorer defender. Whitman. He's fighting Rivers all the time.
Bird flashes through. Tough shot. Got the bounce. Boy, the shooting percentage is picked up here in the third. Rollins wants to lean into Bird. Aims the double. Wilkins will take it. Way short. Willis good save, but Bird is there. Boston's 4 on 2. DJ. Danny. Dennis. Parrish the offensive ball.
Well, the the defense held up against that 4-on-2. The Celtics never did get a good look at a layup.
McHale trying to go through a few folks and drew a foul.
Dominique Wilkins is really working hard on those double picks to play Bird. And in the lineup, the accelerator. The tempo will be almost automatically increased for the Hawks.
Wilkins has gone to the bench. Livingston has replaced him. He's got Bird. Larry fires right away. Ainge trying to get it, but Webb out with the loose ball. Spud on the break, finds the right man, and Willis will get 2.
4-on-3. As two Celtics big guys did not get back on the D. The Hawks will throw 4 at you very fast, particularly when Spud is in there, and they know they'll be rewarded if they run.
Parrish wants it. Parrish gets it. Foul Rollins. Come on, Tree.
Good ball movement that time. Excellent ball movement as they had Tree Rollins going from one side to the other, and Parrish just had him sealed in the paint.
That's 4, as you can see on Rollins.
He was like one of those stains you put on your deck. He was really sealed.
Good catch by McHale. And a traveling violations call.
Now the Celtics are trying to get McHale into this ball game. They've succeeded. But when you make that pass when a man is three-quartering you, boy, it's a very little target he's able to give you, just his fingertips practically, and it's got to be right on the money.
DJ out bothering Rivers, and Rollins has to go the other way. Livingston trying to throw a screen. McHale jumps out on Spud, which means Ainge has got Livingston. Spud got away with a walk, and Willis hits a jumper. Willis suddenly with 16 to lead the Hawks.
I'll tell you, Spud Webb was being guarded by Robert Parrish, and Spud had no place to go.
Parrish missed inside. Here comes Webb. Spud the move, kicks it off Livingston. He fires and hits.
Boy, they get it up quick, and they get the defense back, watching the penetration, and then he kicks it out, and everybody has another chance to take it to the hoop.
And the Celtics are going to take a 22nd timeout. Spud Webb came into the game, Tom, with the Celtics up 64-53. You said if they ran, they'd get
and here's
rewarded.
Spud reading the defense to see where the best shot is, and there it is. Coming right to Kevin Willis. A nice laydown by the off guard, Doc Rivers. He drew 2 defenders, and he found the open man. So his experience being a middleman helps him at the 2-guard spot.
Boston 7 of 11 in this quarter. Atlanta 7 of 10. Danny kicked out of bounds by Rivers.
And there they are again trying to protect Spud Webb with a double team on Danny Ainge, so Ainge can't post him up. Right now, if I was Danny, I'd be setting picks for a big guy. Now let Spud try and handle a Robert Parrish or a Kevin McHale.
Danny shoots. Hits.
Danny got his shooting hand freed up that time as Spud was all on his left side, not his right side.
Rivers, nice move. 15 for Doc.
Well, he is becoming quite a player when he doesn't really have to direct his whole offense. And he can play his game with abandon. He's tough.
Parrish wants it inside on Carr. Bird over to him. Robert makes his move, swoops in, won't go down. Rebound Livingston off to Webb. It's 2 on 3, but it doesn't matter. Spud shot it anyway. That's going to be a foul on Livingston, who wiped out both Dennis Johnson and Larry Bird.
Well, they played Spud Webb about as well as you could play him that time. They angled him off the hoop. They never went to try and block his shot, and they cut down his passing, and they made him take a poor shot.
And you can see Michael Jordan has brought the Bulls back. They lead by 1 in the 3rd over Detroit. Dennis Johnson will be shooting. The Hawks are over the limit.
Celtics have had several opportunities to get the ball on the inside. They missed a couple of shots, not easy ones, but that's what they have to continue to try and do. Pound away against the Hawks on the inside. That's the strength of their team, and then get back fast on defense.
Celtics have had great balance tonight. McHale's got 11, Bird's got 12, Ainge has got 12, Parrish has got 13, and Johnson's got 14. Hawks can get to 4 if they convert. Livingston.
Bird just went over there on the double team, and that left Livingston all alone at the foul line.
3:25 to go in the third, and the lead is down to 4. It had been as high as 11. Willis and McHale battle. Bird over the top. Kevin's there. Foul. Carr got there late.
That's the way to work the inside game. They're trying to deny McHale the ball. The ball is down below the foul line. He has to make a full commitment to cut down the passing lane. That allows for the lob pass over the top. And Carr, I think, might have been playing a little bit of illegal defense because he was down there much too quick.
He got there quickly, didn't he?
Got there too fast. Parrish, who he was defending, was way up above the circle.
Antoine not exactly noted for his foot speed. Six-point lead.
And they're hanging around.
Rivers. Those are the shots that were going in Atlanta. Up to Danny Ainge. Parrish is ahead of the field. Now Livingston goes back and gets him. Danny underneath to Parrish for 2.
Parrish much bigger than Livingston, and Danny Ainge just put it in the right spot.
Danny was going to Robert that entire trip. Rivers comes along in the baseline. Now swings through. Misses again. 3 straight. Doc has missed. Here comes DJ. Boston can push the lead back up to double figures. Inside. Kick it out. Dennis. Parrish the tip. And Antoine Carr is going to be called for the foul.
Now that's what happens when you play a small team. Boston's power is their inside game, and they're much bigger. They go right over the top of you.
Timeout on the floor. Boston by 8. Boston maintaining their big edge on the boards, 9-5 in this quarter. They had out-rebounded the Hawks by, I think, about 8 or 10 at the half.
You just cannot say enough about Robert Parrish in this series. He has been, in my mind, the most consistent contributor.
I'm with you on that one. It's back to 10. And they got Spud Webb walking the ball.
That's a good sign.
That's a real good sign. He runs off made free throws. There goes Spud to the hoop. Good dish. Nowhere for Carr to go, and that shouldn't be a shooting foul.
Everybody that time rushed to the penetration because Bird had to switch out on Spud, and that really is a mismatch in favor of Spud. And he blew by Bird. So everybody in the back line, the Celtics defense had to adjust. That's what caused the foul by Parrish.
Just the third foul on the Celtics here in the third quarter as we now break the 2-minute mark. So Celtics still have 1 to give under 2 minutes here. Livingston. Spud will take it.
Big shot, and they moved it around. The Celtics had it so packed in that it was only a 17-foot shot for Spud, well within his range.
Off Antoine Carr out of bounds as the Celtics catch a break.
I tell you, Bird went to set a pick, and he got clobbered.
Sure did. DJ hits outside.
And you could tell on that play alone that Rivers was not fearful of DJ taking that shot. He gave it to him.
Antoine Carr wants the basket. Long with it. Willis, a weak side rebound for 2. Willis with 18.
Robert Parrish is saying, hey, when are you guys going to call something and pushing me out?
We have not seen Dominique for quite a while here, Tom.
Nope.
Looking over at him on the bench, he doesn't have anything in terms of ice or anything wrapped around any particular part of his body, but he's just sitting there watching.
They're working Bird.
Carr will try.
Bird left Carr at the head of the key.
75-69 with 40 seconds to go. I can see why the Celtics gave an offer sheet to Antoine Carr.
He can play. He's tough, too.
Yeah, he is tough. Bird, good look.
And that time, the only guy that could get at Kevin McHale was the 5'7" Spud Webb. No chance.
15 for McHale, 11 in the third quarter. Hawks are taking it down. 10 on the shot clock.
Got to stop him here. Big psychological edge. He's going to try and penetrate.
Celtics had a foul to give. Heads up play by Danny Ainge.
Well, they'll go out and they'll still do it.
I don't think the Hawks knew the Celtics had a foul to give. Danny did. Kind of clothesline Spud on the way by.
Went for the ball.
They did?
Yep. Spud Webb was looking for a lob on the weak side of the court.
Antoine Carr, nice move, won't go down. Bird the rebound, that's it. We have played 3 at the Garden. The Celtics led by 1 after 1, 5 at the half. They're up by 8 after 3. And the Celtics have led at every checkpoint. We've got 12 minutes to go.
And Casey Jones has gone to his bench, putting in 3 reserves: Gilmore, Reggie Lewis, and Fred Roberts.
And don't forget, you'll get a chance for Celtics Encore every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock beginning in June. A look back at the top games of this year, including all of the playoff action.
And Reggie Lewis will defend Spud Webb. And look at the ground he's given Spud, and well, he should. It's a clear out.
They force Spud into traffic. Lewis got ball and Webb, I guess.
Well, they sent him to the baseline. In fact, the whole coaching staff went over and said to Reggie, send him to the baseline. Look at, he gives ground there, expecting help, and then goes up to try and help him. But nobody from the Celtics really would have been able to get over there quick enough.
No, there wasn't any help there. That Spud will shoot a couple.
All these help defenses that don't help at times. They're going to say, boy, he made a great move on Reggie. No, he didn't. That's what he was told to do. Send him to the baseline.
Fred Roberts. Webb came from behind but ran out of court. DJ pops out. He's got a Webb on him. Now Dennis looks to back his way in. Willis the double. Reggie Lewis drives the lane. Got it! Nice movement without the ball by Reggie Lewis, and the Celtic lead is 8.
The Hawks are more concerned with Dennis Johnson.
Willis jump hook goes and draws a foul at the same time.
You know, all you got to do to stop Kevin Willis when he's on that side of the court is play on his left shoulder. Play on his left shoulder. All right? And force him to the middle. And there's Bird. Just let him swing back. Send him to the middle and make somebody help you. That's a big guy like that. Once he puts it on the floor, has great difficulty passing the ball.
Because he wants that jump hook shot.
Sure does.
5-point game. Hawks show pressure. Fred Roberts gets it across the 10-second line. And a foul on Willis or Webb.
Going to be on Webb.
There's Dominique. He remains on the Atlanta bench. We have had no word.
Well, they're making inroads with him on the bench.
He doesn't like the bench, though. Bird. Got it! And a foul, and Willis and Roberts are going to have a few words.
I'll tell you, game one, there was a little altercation involving Willis. Game two, the Celtics retaliated on Willis, and there was an altercation. Now watch, Fred Roberts being guarded by Willis, and as Willis just knocking him off the court.
That's foul.
That's physical, but it was called on Carr guarding Bird.
Right. They had already blew the whistle when Kevin kind of dismissed Fred along the baseline.
That's pretty heady stuff for a guy to come into the other team's court and stop being that physical.
Willis is 11 of 13 from the field in this game, 6 of 6 in the second half. Offensive foul, Antoine Carr.
In comes Dominique Wilkins in the backcourt.
And we're going to have a timeout. 10:41 left to go in the game. 8-point Celtic lead. Left to go here at the Garden. Game 5, 82-74. Celtics by 8. Moving without the ball, Reggie Lewis.
A double team that left Lewis open at the head of the key, and before the rotating defense could get to him, Reggie was right to the hoop.
Celtics are coming out with Lewis, Roberts, Johnson, Gilmore, and Bird.
All right, and Dominique Wilkins will be in the backcourt with Spud Webb.
Detroit by 1 in the fourth quarter over Chicago. Still about 8 minutes to go in that game. Bird will take it. And we're going to have Artis Gilmore with a foul.
Oh, that's awful. They just pushed Artis Gilmore. Just pushed Artis Gilmore right out of the play. I call a foul on him.
DJ's got Webb. Roberts is on Livingston. Reggie Lewis is covering Dominique Wilkins. They loop it inside to Dominique. He's doubled.
That's why they have him in the backcourt.
Nice pass. Livingston hits.
Yep, and Bird had him in the low post.
Livingston will have Bird defensively. Bird coming around, a Gilmore screen. He hits the ball away.
Here comes Spud right back at you, but pulls up short as Dennis Johnson just backed down on him.
Rollins kicks it out. Livingston. Rollins the follow. Count the basket and the foul. Willis is coming in. Carr goes out.
Here's the double team to help protect Bird, but that leaves Livingston all alone, and Gilmore challenged him, and Tree Rollins came up with the ball and just slammed it in.
Old Cliff went down in the heap.
As Gilmore had left to go to that penetration once again, and once you do that, those big guys will attack the glass.
Rollins with his 5th point of the night. And the Celtic lead is 5. Robert Parrish is set to come back in next whistle. Bird again handling the ball. Looks eyeball to eyeball with Livingston. Uses a Gilmore screen. Dumps it in low. Artis, good fake. And Livingston just throws him to the ground.
Well, that's twice that they've done that in this building. All I know is Luskatov wouldn't have stood for that. Here's Gilmore. As Livingston. Down you go, Artis. No shot. Hard foul. Hit the deck. Throw him on the floor. You know, that in the old days was an embarrassment. You know what Red Auerbach would have been doing? What? If the guy didn't get the man on the next play,
you're out of the game?
You're out of the game.
Marsh will stay on the sideline as Artis is shooting the free throws. Misses them both. Willis the rebound. Hawks can get to within 3. .9:05 to go.
Get within 2.
Could. Yeah.
So far, they have not been able to exploit Dominique Wilkins in the low post.
Willis has been hot, and he still is.
He's hitting an outside shot.
23 for Willis. Leads everybody. 84-81. Bird wants it. Fires over Livingston. Misses. Wilkins the rebound. Hawks can get to 1 or tie. Wilkins and Lewis battle to your left. Spud can't get it in there to him. To try again. Over the top. Wilkins. Oh, stop it, Dominique. You're not going to get a basket for that. We'll go to the line. Reggie picks up the foul. He and Gilmore go to the bench.
There's Lewis trying to front him so he can't get the ball in, but there's the lob pass. Lewis, pretty good leaper himself. Bird comes over to help out, so does Gilmore. And as soon as you see 2 guys coming at Dominique Wilkins, that frees up 2 guys on the opposite side of the court. And that's what's been happening. Those guys have been making the Celtics pay as they go to that type of penetration or those type of plays to try and stop Dominique or any of the other penetrators.
Here we go. 84-83. 8:10 to go. Bird wants it. He's in. McHale's in a sandwich there between Livingston and Willis. DJ hits outside.
They're going back to prove it to me, Dennis. Offense.
18 for Dennis.
He's hit that shot.
Dennis Johnson's going to cover Dominique. Now McHale's got him in a switch. Dominique fires. Hits a 3. Tied at 86.
Hold on to your seats. Got your seat buckle?
I've got it buckled. I'm ready.
All right.
Bird pops out. Larry wants it. No! In and out. Hawks can take a lead. Wilkins. They clear the side. Ainge comes on the double team. Back to Webb. Over to Rollins. Now Willis. Webb shoots a 3. Willis the second chance. Followed by Livingston. The Atlanta Hawks have their first lead in a long time. Bird. Foul. Either Livingston or Rollins.
Bird is trying to take control of this game offensively.
That's 5 on Rollins as they called it on Tree. Webb on the bench. Rivers back in.
Really is going to fall on Dennis Johnson's shoulders right now. Do a tune on Dominique Wilkins as he may become the focal point of the Hawks offense in a low post, and they're bringing Akers in.
Bird will play guard.
Right, so in case he's matching up that way, let's see who Akers will play. He's going to play Dominique Wilkins in the backcourt.
Akers out on Wilkins. Inside Willis. He'll go to the line.
There's that automatic switch on the pick and roll, hurting the Celtics as Danny Ainge ended up with a mismatch in the low post. When you switch on those pick and rolls, boy, you don't have to make, the shot on the outside or the pass to the roll man. All you have to do is run to the low post and post up. That's how the Hawks are taking advantage of this automatic switching on that particular play.
Willis in the midst of his best offensive game of the playoffs. 24 points for Willis. Hawks by 1.
I tell you, this is the smartest game I've seen the Hawks play in a lot of years.
McHale's got Hastings. Ainge for 3. Oh, air ball. Wilkins, Livingston. Nice shot. Livingston now with 10, and the Hawks have a 3-point lead.
All of a sudden, they forgot Kevin McHale again.
Boston, a one-guard offense. Bird finds Parrish. Parrish finds the basket. 19 for the Chief. 91-90 Hawks. 5.5 to play. Wilkins. Dominique again. Hits outside. He's got 21. Parrish over Hastings. Foul. A couple of different people got the Chief.
That's the move. Take it to the hoop and you'll end up getting fouled. Good searching out what the best matchup was. Parrish being guarded by Hastings. Look at everybody just surround him. Make the move on the catch, boy, and you've got a chance to score the hoop and get fouled to boot.
Parrish, the leading Celtic scorer tonight. Hawks by 2 with the ball. About to break the 5-minute mark.
Gale back on Dominique.
Wilkins wants it. Won't get it. Willis the follow. Won't go. Yes, it does.
There it is again. 3 guys mesmerized by Wilkins. Turns a big guy loose on the offensive glass.
26 for Kevin Willis. Bird on Livingston. Hits it.
Well, it looks like Larry's going to try and put him on his shoulders and carry him through.
Ainge is on Wilkins in a switch, and McHale has got Rivers. Rivers takes it. Rebound Parrish. Celtics can tie. Off to McHale. Bird again wants the ball. Goes on Livingston. Backs his way in. Shoots it. Larry will be at the line.
There's no question that Larry Bird can get a shot off against anybody that defends him. Whether it's a good shot or not, at times, is up in the air. That time, Bird just waited for the double team, took the shot, and thought he was going to be fouled. He played that one for the foul. Normally what he does on a double team, as soon as it develops, is get rid of the ball. Going to put this game on his shoulders right now and try and carry him through.
Wow. Second free throw he's missed tonight. Celtics trail by 1. 3:45 to go in the game.
Dennis Johnson is back defending Dominique.
Dominique comes to the ball. DJ, good defense. Wilkins. Wow. Foul, Dennis Johnson. We see that one again. You'll see the case that Dennis was pleading and that he felt Wilkins cleared him out.
Here's Dominique. Dennis tries to poke the ball away. That was after the shot. But it shouldn't have been a foul, I'll tell you that. The shot was away and he cleared him out. Should have been a no call. They are hanging in there, these Hawks.
Sure are. More than hanging in, they're winning.
The Celtics win this ball game. It will be the biggest grind-out game I've seen in a long time that they've had to play.
Hawks by 3.
No zip, no flash to what they're doing tonight.
side to Bird. Double by Wilkins. DJ penetrates. Finds Parrish. Missed the layup, but got a foul. Goaltend. All right. .96.
Celtics need a good defensive stand right now.
Willis knocks down Bird. Offensive foul.
Now Willis, much too eager, went right into the triple team and tried to force the shot. Bad move by Willis.
3 to go. Boston down 1. 9 to go in the game. Hawks by 1. Both teams are over the limit. And the Garden crowd comes to their feet.
There will have to be surgery performed here. Precision offense by the Celtics for them to win this one.
Detroit now looking like they're going to wrap it up against Chicago. Bird takes it to the corner. Looks for a cutter. Comes back to DJ. Parrish wants the ball on Livingston. They find him. Oh, offensive foul. Parrish.
Oh, boy.
Whoa, is that a big call with 2:44 to go?
I tell you, there's a real art to receiving a lob pass. You can't move. You just have to hold still and then go for the ball as it goes over your head. You can't move too soon.
Wilkins comes to the ball. Willis wanted a lob inside. Parrish fronting him. Wilkins puts it on the floor. DJ strips him. Foul. Wilkins. Great steal by Dennis Johnson.
Well, Dennis Johnson might be a great man to defend against Wilkins because he can get up on him and he's got that good hand poking ability. But once if he blows by Dennis Johnson, Celtics are in serious trouble. So far, Dennis has been able to keep him in front and come up with plays like that. That was a big defensive play.
I'd guess.
That might be the play of the game.
Yes. Let's hope so. 97 apiece. 2:25 to go. DJ's got 20.
More defense now, needless to say.
You said it would be decided on the defensive end.
Surgery right now. Surgery. Get the scalpel out. And Parrish makes that switch out again.
Wilkins. Yes. No, it rolls out, and Wilkins ends up on a press table.
And they're laying picks. Now Parrish has to go out and pick up Dominique on the pick down of his man.
Whoa, where's the foul? Called one on Parrish right there.
Yep.
Looked like a lot of space between the two of them as he went by. Rollins is back in with 5 fouls. Hastings goes out. 2:07 to go in the game. The Neek has been perfect at the line, and the Celtics are up by 1.
It's about time, Neek.
Nice try. 24 for Dominique. 26 for Willis.
Celtics really haven't even looked for Kevin McHale in about 10 minutes.
Bird over Livingston. Short with it. Rebound Rivers. Hawks by 1 and the ball. 1:45 to go. Talk about big defensive trips. Here's one right here. They clear out for Rivers, and the foul's going to be on E.
Here's Danny using his feet, trying to cut off the penetration. Forced him out of the paint that time.
$16 for Rivers' first point in the fourth quarter. Buries them both. 3-point Hawk lead. Celtics take a tie. 1:33 to go in the game, and Boston is down by 3. Celtics down 3. Bird pops out, looking inside for McHale. Willis is fronting him. Bird finds him. Double team, back to DJ. Penetrates. Blocked out of bounds. It's Atlanta ball. Rollins the block.
Sure was. Great play by Rollins.
Hawks barely get it in 5 seconds. They have the ball up 3. On the shot clock. Livingston gives it to Rivers with 5. He fires and hits. 19 for Doc Rivers. No two bigger than that, and the Celtics call a timeout. 103-98 as Doc Rivers just hit the biggest basket of this game.
But now watch Kevin McHale. Here's the double right to DJ. Little hesitation. There's Tree right to the penetration. And there was a bump before he got his hand on the ball. But that doesn't matter.
Now Rivers on the other end. Big shot.
That was a tough shot. And Atlanta has come here, kept.
Bird will inbound at half court. Celtics down 5, 57 seconds to go. Wilkins out on Dennis Johnson. DJ looks for Bird. It's thrown away. Picked off by Livingston. Foul McHale. And the Hawks believe they have this one.
And that might have just done it. And a little picking action in there. Bird tries to free himself, and Judge Dominique
got a hand on it.
Bird was well open, and the pass was a little bit too late. But the play was to get it to Bird. It wasn't executed that well. Not just the pass part of it, but the Hawks broke down the timing of Bird rolling into the paint.
Livingston has scored 7 points in this fourth quarter as we looked at a somber Celtic bench. Got them both.
Well, there's no question that the Hawks have broken the jinx at 13 games.
Celtics need a 3. Danny along the baseline, back out to DJ. He fires, won't go. Rebound Livingston, foul Ainge, and that might just do it.
This was not an upbeat game by Boston. And I'd say Atlanta just played a picture-perfect game. They played hustling defense. They took away a lot of the things that Boston likes to do. They took Kevin McHale out of his game. They harassed Bird in increasing fashion from game 1 to this ball game, game 5. And so the inside game did not produce as many points, for instance, as it did in game 1, which is the strength of the Celtics. So you have to say, in addition to that, the Atlanta Hawk offense, half-court offense, got on track tonight.
It's the 38th point of the fourth quarter for the Atlanta Hawks. The Celtics are going to take a timeout. The Hawks have exploded.
Make sure that Dominique didn't score, but that left the rest of the Hawks available as the double team on Wilkins produced one open man, and they capitalized on that one open man beautifully.
Reggie Lewis in the ball game for Boston. DJ gets it into Bird. Larry's runner doesn't go. Lewis's rebound doesn't go. Loose ball, Parrish. He'll shoot it. He hits it. 7-point game, 25 seconds to go. Rollins gets the timeout.
Stranger things have happened, of course, Michael, but this is not a good pressing team that the Celtics have out on the court right now to deny the... As a man that has just played an exceptional game.
Yes, he has.
That outside shot, boy, that was
Killer.
Oscar Robertson, Jerry West type of stuff, boy, coming through when your team needs it the most.
Rollins looking to get it in. The count's at 3, 4. Just gets it in. Livingston immediately fouled by Bird. 1 second off the clock.
Well, Bird had to be careful about overplaying too much for fear that Livingston would take off and they'd throw the long pass. And Livingston just beat him back to the ball.
Casey Jones now heading for Atlanta, down 3-2, it would appear. Glenn Rivers has had his best offensive game of the playoffs, topping his previous high. Willis has topped his previous high. Livingston has topped his previous high.
You play a team in a series, you better make some adjustments, and the Hawks made much better adjustments, and boy, I'll tell you, they played with a lot of poise here tonight, something that they were not able to do in any of the other games all season long.
Kevin McHale with the foul.
So you got to take your hat off to the Mike Fratello and his Atlanta Hawks.
There you do.
Who really just did what was necessary. Imagine what's going to be in the paper tomorrow morning. I mean, they're going to be, everybody in this town is going to be pointing fingers at this player, that player. And it was the fact that Atlanta really just played a sensational game.
Willis sure did. 110-100. McHale swoops in, gets 2. First points for Kevin McHale in the fourth quarter. Rollins gets it into Willis, up to Rivers, and he's pushed from behind by Reggie Lewis. 8 seconds to go in the game.
One suggestion I could make that I would think about if I were Larry Bird is I'd be setting an awful lot of picks for other people because they've got his plays defensed to a fairly well. And shake off his man by setting good picks and making him switch on to somebody else. Make Dominique play Kevin McHale or Danny Ainge or somebody. And then get the ball after that switch has taken place with an unfamiliar defensive player on it.
Kevin McHale takes it up, swoops in, gets 2. 3 seconds left. 2-1, and that is going to be it. 112-104. The Atlanta Hawks have defeated the Boston Celtics. We'll be back in a minute.